Washington Sundar's career best 7 for 59 spins out New Zealand. India 16 for 1, Saudi 1 to 4, trail New Zealand 259, Conway 76, Ravindra 65, Washington 7 to 59, Ashwin 3 to 64, by 243 runs. 3 days ago, Washington Sundar was not even part of this test squad, instead scoring 100 and taking a couple of 3-4s against Delhi in the Ranji Trophy. Brought in the 11th ahead of the incumbent spinner, Kuldeep Yadav, and the backup, Akshar Patel, in the squad, he took 7 wickets on the first day of a test to bowl New Zealand out for 259. 5 of his victims were bowled, 1 LBW and 1 caught as he took out the last 7 wickets following 3 taken by Tamil Nadu teammate Ashwin. While this was Washington's maiden test 5 for and his best figures in first-class cricket, the 3 wickets took Ashwin past Nathan Lyon's 530 in 25 fewer tests. The two could be involved in a showdown later in the year in Australia, but right now India were in a fight to defend their 18 series winning streak at home. Washington proved to be just the ally he needed. India called up a second off-spinner from outside the squad ostensibly to lengthen their batting without compromising on taking the ball away from left-hand batters, but 2 left-hand batters in the top order, Devon Conway and Ravindra, still scored 50s and threatened to take New Zealand to a big total after winning the toss on a track on which batting last won't be fun. New Zealand were 138 for 2 when Ashwin got Conway, and 197 for 3 when Washington accounted for Ravindra. As the series moved from Bengaluru to Pune, the clouds, seam and extra bounce all disappeared. There was no concept of good toss to lose here. Nothing is ever easy in Test cricket, but this was one of the easier starts to an innings with the openers racing to 30 in 7 overs without any trouble. But Ashwin was introduced early, and it took him just 5 balls to drift one in and then turn it past the outside edge to trap Tom Latham LBW. There was turn from the good part of the pitch, but not consistent. The partnership between Conway and Young looked threatening, but a sharp review demanded by short-leg Sarfaraz Khan returned a faint touch of the glove to send Young back. Now Ashwin and Ravindra Jadeja kept troubling the batters. In the 11 overs they bowled in tandem, they drew 24 false shots and conceded just 30 runs. Post-lunch, when India started with Jasprit Bumrah and Washington, runs came freely, 35 off the 8 overs. Ashwin brought control first and then the wicket of Conway. Again the ball turned, but this time it was the drift and dip that put Conway out of position, and the turn made him look like pushing at a ball he didn't need to play. Ravindra, player of the match in Bengaluru, brought New Zealand much-needed solidity because Daryl Mitchell was extremely uncertain at the start of his innings. He survived.